Hello backyard vegetable gardeners, welcome to the Backyard Vegetable Gardening channel. Today's Monday, January the 6th, 2025, and I sure hope you're having a great day. Happy New Year folks. I know it's been a few weeks since we made a video and we kind of did that on purpose, giving these new seedlings time to develop since we planted them last time. Looking at our radishes here, the early scarlet globes and the cherry bells. Typically, if you plant these outside, that you can get ready to harvest them in about 20 to 25 days. Tomorrow will be 21 days. They have not started to bulb yet, so I'm expecting at least another week, possibly two. And I think the reason for that is when you're growing them indoors, most of the time it's due to the light. Typically, I don't get in a rush about these sort of things indoors. I'm happy just to be able to do it. There's snow on the ground outside right now. In fact, yesterday was a very eventful day for us. We left church, went to go get a bite to eat, just me and my wife. The kids was singing on the radio broadcast, and well, that got canceled. We made it to our event, got to the restaurant and got a phone call, said that they were at the church and they couldn't go nowhere. They were waiting on somebody to come pick them up. Well, me and my wife was in the restaurant eating just fine, a four-wheel drive vehicle in the parking lot waiting on us, and we get outside and it's just a little bit of flurries, about 30 minutes from the house. Started traveling back home. It took us two and a half hours, something like that, to get home. Multiple accidents, people that don't know how to drive in inclement weather. Caused the road tractors to get stuck on the highway, detoured down a secondary route, an old highway, just to find out that the folks and the vehicles were doing the same things and they were causing backups for miles and miles and miles. Finally did get home safely. Nothing happened, no accidents that we were involved in, plenty that we passed. But so I am glad to be inside, out of the snow, and able to work on our garden. So we'll take the radishes and we'll put them behind us and we'll take a look at the lettuce. And now that we got our radishes out of the way, we can start looking at the lettuce. I see that there was a few casualties, particularly with the Paris Island cause. It looks like some of it might have had to dampen off, but it seems we got a few in this cup, and these seem to be doing a lot better, and those will probably be the majority of the ones we take from. We make our selection to plant, but this black-seeded Simpson, it seems to be doing really well, and all of the salad bowl looks good. We did have to start over with the butter crunch, and I will reach back here, grab just one of these. We had to start these 10 days later. They're a good deal smaller, but they'll seem to do good. Those seeds that I used, they just, they weren't viable. Not a single one of those seeds germinated. But today we're going to start separating some of these, and what a lot of people would have done, and maybe I should have, was to thin these out, but I wanted to let these grow just like we planted them and get it all on video so you guys growing at home would kind of see what I've been doing here, maybe to help you. So we'll clear some of this up and we'll start dividing it up and putting it into the self-watering planter. And our black-seeded Simpson, as you can tell, there's quite a number of plants in there. What we're going to do is we're going to select the best ones. I'm going to slide over just a little bit here. But what I've found easy to do now, you could have very easily have thinned these out. But now I've got this big growing tub here, and you see I've got plenty of roots here. And I'm just going to look for 3 of the best plants. And I'm going to be very careful with the roots. And I'm just going to repot these up. It's going to stun them for a little bit, but it's not going to be bad. But all I'm looking for is the best plants. If you're scared to do this, you'll just thin them out and let 1 or 2 grow in that cup. And you'll divide it up that way. I'm just going to come over here, job me a hole, drop them roots down in it. And all I did was take my fingers, space it out, poke out a hole, and plant them about 7 or 8 inches apart. In these little containers, you don't want to go much denser than that unless you just really want to stay on top of them. I found that this method right here works really good for what I need and my eating habits. That is all the roots that you need. Just get a hole, put them down in there, and make sure that you get all that air out. We'll water these in when we're done. This pot mix is already pre-moistened. It's pretty damp, about perfect to tell you the truth. I think it'll be a fun experiment just to grab one of these, put the soil back in here in the cup, just continue to grow one in one of the cups here. Let's see here, this guy's got some good roots. All we'll do is we'll just bury him back down, and he should do just fine. So as you can see, there's really not a whole lot of effort involved with this. Of course, if we were to thin them out, we could have planted a plug in there, let them sit in the cup for another week or two. But typically what I do is just what I'm showing you to do here. It works really well. In a few weeks, we'll be able to start harvesting some of this lettuce. And that really is all there is to it. We'll water this in, soak them in really good, and put it to the side, and we'll finish up with what we can do today. And that really is all there is to it. It's really simple, folks, to grow this stuff indoors. It does matter about the quality of the light you got. And like I was telling you with the radishes, you know, those radishes are slower to grow with the lights that I use. So if you're thinking about doing succession planting, you surely want to make sure that you keep that in mind. With this lettuce in particular, we use the cut and come again growing method, the harvesting method. So we're not going to be doing any succession planting, but if you was wanting to grow these to full heads, what you'd want to do is you'd want to start right now and plant you some more, get you some more seeds started, and in just a few more weeks you'll want to use something like these beds or keep growing in those cups, and that way you'll have plenty of lettuce. But you know, here in the next couple of months you'll be able to get this stuff planted outside. And hopefully here before too long we'll be getting our onions started, getting them ready. Like to start them either this week or next week, and then somewhere about the middle ways of February start getting our broccoli started indoors, because it takes about 8 to 10 weeks to have that stuff mature enough to grow. We're just really looking forward to the warmer months coming, get back outdoors in the garden. Can't wait. We've got a few heads of broccoli out there ready to harvest right now, and that'll do it except for the side shoots. Got the garlic out there growing, doing pretty good, but everything else is dormant. Don't spend a lot of time outdoors. Hopefully here in the next month or so we might just get a few things growing under the plastic. That would be a good deal. But I sure hope that this little series that we did about the indoor office garden was a blessing to you. If it is, I sure hope you'll like the video. If you like gardening and garden-related content, I sure hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. If you got any friends, neighbors, relatives that are interested in this kind of thing, I hope you'll share it with them on other social media. I do want to wish you a Happy New Year. Thank you for watching the video. Until we see you again, I hope you're having a great day.